We're now going to add a glossary. If you go under your add an activity, you can come down to glossary. And a glossary is basically a place that different people can enter certain words. You can kind of make your own like dictionary. So I could do a glossary of computer terms, and please enter computer terms and definitions. Entries shown per page, we'll just leave it at 10. Is this glossary global? If you click on question mark, we can read about that. Only administrators and other users of the capability site do anything allowed can define a glossary to be global. So that's not something anybody else can do. That would be something I can make a glossary for everybody, but basically your glossary you're not going to have that option to do anyway. So you're just going to have a glossary for your particular class. Glossary type. There's a main glossary or a secondary glossary. If we look at that, the glossary system allows you to export entries from any secondary glossary to the main one of the course. In order to do this, you need to identify one glossary as the main one. You can only have one main glossary per course. So I'll let you choose on that. I'll go ahead and say it's our main glossary. Duplicated entries allowed. I'm going to say no. Allow comments on entries. Yeah, we'll do that. Allow print view. So what's this one say? Students can be allowed to use the print view of the glossary. You can choose whether this feature is enabled or disabled. Teachers can always use the print view. We'll allow the print view. Automatically link glossary entries. Let's look at that one. Turning this feature on will allow individual entries in this glossary to be automatically linked whenever the concept, words, and phrases appear throughout the rest of the same course. This includes forum postings, internal resources, week summaries, and so on. So what this means is that if you're posting like in a forum or something, and you use a term, like a computer term, that happens to already be in this glossary, it'll actually then be linked. And you can click on that right in a forum post, and it'll tell you what the definition is. It's a very cool thing to have. So we're going to automatically link. Approved by default, we're going to say yes. If you say no, then that means that any glossary term that a student enters in would have to be approved by the teacher before it enters into the glossary. Display format, continuous without author, encyclopedia format, entry list, frequently asked questions, full with author, full without author. We can do a simple dictionary style, and that's the way we'll do that. If you click on here, that'll explain a little bit more about what the different formats of your glossary can be. So you can play around with those. Show special link. You can customize the way a user can browse a glossary. Browsing and searching are always available, but you can define 3 more options. Show special, enable or disable browsing by special characters. Show alphabet, enable or disable browsing by alphabetic letters. Show all, enable or disable browsing of all entries at once. So we can say yes, show alphabet, yes, show all, we can put a show all link, yes, we'll do that. Edit always. Students can edit their entries at any time, and we'll say yes, they can always edit them. Okay, we can do some kind of grades with those. I'll leave that stuff blank, and that's good. So, let's go ahead and save and return to course and look at this glossary. So we have a glossary here, a little book icon called computer terms, and if I click on that, then it'll say, please enter computer terms and definitions. And I have different browse by things, and I have some alphabet here that I can look at. There's no entries in here at the time. So we're going to add a new entry. And I can put in a word. I could do HTML. And this is hypertext markup language. How many categories? This entry should be automatically linked. and we'll click Save Changes. Okay, so now there's an entry in there. Let's add a new entry. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. Save changes. Okay, so I got another one in there. Let's see. Add a new entry. What you see is what you get. Editor. And so different students can enter different things in here and comment. They can be deleted or they can be edited, or even you can put a comment on something. I didn't know that's what that stood for. Save changes. Okay, there's a comment left on it. Okay, so go back to the computer terms glossary, and I can browse by alphabet like I'm doing here. If I just click on like F, that'll just take me to F's, H, there's something there, J's, no entries. I can browse by date, browse by category. If I have categories, I can, I don't have any categories. Browse by author. Okay, those are all the ones that I did. Let's see. If we had the categories, we could do, we could add a category, and we could say, like, acronyms. Save changes. Okay, and so we could go browse by author, look at them, and I could edit this, and I could say let's put it in the category acronyms. Save changes, and so now it'll be in a category too. So if you want to get your organize this first, you might want to go to browse by category first, and then click on edit categories. And then you could add a whole bunch of categories first, so that they can use the categories to choose to put their glossary terms in. So again, if we ever see FTP in a browser or something, it's going to link it to the definition, and and you can use this glossary for some other things too, like the games module and stuff. So when you go watch the games module, you'll be redirected back here to probably watch the glossary module to make sure you know how to do this. Okay, so there's some other things that we could do with this, and exporting entries and importing entries and stuff, but I think that's probably good enough with the glossary module.